Hello, my name is Nathan, and hello also family and friends. I'm doing a video diary of my event, which is a long distance Ironman distance triathlon, and that is actually in 1 week's time. So it is 1 week to go. Today I'm actually 1 day late in doing this video for the first time, which is not bad for 16 weeks or however long it's been. But yeah, I'm doing a video diary of the journey, of the training, and how things have been going. So it's actually Monday morning. I normally do the video on the Sunday evening. I did remember last night, but decided nope, I'm going to do it this morning. So I have a list of items that I go through to keep things on track and structured, so that hopefully this is helpful and interesting. So how am I feeling? I would say 7 to 8 out of 10. My training distances for the week: swimming 8.7 kilometres, my riding was 110, and my running was 22 kilometres. So certainly this is week 2 of the taper starting today, but it's, as we call it, race week as well. So my average resting heart rate is actually up 2 beats to 47. So video last week, you would have seen that I was down 45. So that's interesting and not overly surprising with what's happened. My weight really hasn't changed that much, but I decided to track it and record it anyway. So 83 to 84 this week. Things learnt from the training, I would say nothing in this category for this week. Injuries and niggles, nothing else apart from the Achilles tendonitis, which is in the right heel ankle area, and yeah, just a work in progress, which is a regime of stretching and strengthening. So I will continue that. Equipment and maintenance, not much has happened in this category, but I did replace my rear wheel tyre from the, I would say, medium to good tyre that's on there to the gold standard, which is a Continental 5000. Love those tyres, and yeah, they work very well. So I have front and rear Continental 5000. I cleaned the race bike bottle, which you don't need to do every time, but you certainly need to be reasonably up with cleaning it. It's a special bottle which fits into the frame. Difficult to clean, but yeah, that was due again. So this week being race week, there'll be a final bike check over, and I may do a full clean of the chain again, but certainly going to check the drive chain to make sure the chain is in the cleanest, best possible way. So achievements and failures. Well, this week was quite a low volume week, as mentioned. Friday afternoon, the coach put a 1 hour run in the heat, so mid to late afternoon, to essentially pre-fatigue the legs for Saturday morning 2-hour ride, which was the same ride as last Saturday, where it was every 15 minutes, 5 minutes of effort. So it was probably around zone 4, the effort, so right up there, and you're certainly absolutely working. So in the space of 2 hours, if you do your calculations, there's 6 of those 5-minute efforts, which puts in comparison the all other time. Those 15 minutes is all low intensity, so probably more zone 1, but just maybe nudging zone 2, but predominantly zone 1. So zone 1 to zone 5 certainly makes you aware of what's going on, and for me, you'd probably call that a fartlek session, but for me certainly puts the pressure on the knees. So the ride went well. Was able to hit those power requirements, and unfortunately then there was a 1 hour run off. Now that did not go well. It was to be a moderate to moderate low pace, and for the first half an hour I was holding what I normally do, which is around the 5-minute pace, and certainly did not have to push too hard. I have a feeling it might have been a combination of the fact that it was overcast, there were some nice breezes going on, but the humidity was up, and I think that the heat slowly crept up in a way that probably caught me by a little bit of surprise. So at the turnaround at the half an hour mark, which was a road and path run, so there was no running on grass for an easier experience on the body and quicker to recover from. So perhaps should have made that choice. But what happened was there was about 5 times where I had to stop and walk, do some stretching, and yeah, it was not a good experience in that last half an hour. I made it for the hour run, but yeah, that was not very good at all. So certainly a fail in that category. So I would say those environmental conditions, plus also the fuel that I took on the bike for this was, I would say anywhere from 110 grams of carbs to maybe 130. So a couple of the items were 2 bananas, which obviously there's no packaging label on those, so I would have thought 30 to 40 grams because they were quite large. So maybe the fartlek effort from the ride, maybe those other conditions, maybe a perfect storm. So that's not good for the confidence, but anyway, we live with it, and certainly we don't race with that interval style of riding. So certainly hoping nothing like that happens on race day. The temperature is looking as good as 25 degrees to maybe 27. I mean, obviously it could even be 28, but I've been checking it over the last 2 weeks and will continue to check daily, but I've been preparing for a pretty hot race temperature. So we will see how that goes. And prepare for the worst, and hope that it is in the lower towards the 25. So my swim yesterday was the last big swim, which went well. So it was 4.2k, and I actually organised to have a massage, which was absolutely needed. So that was good for the knee area from the Saturday, and also from the back and shoulders from the swim. So that went well. The week ahead, so today is a swim, a shorter swim. Tomorrow will be a shorter run, so I'm certainly going to look to do that on grass. Wednesday will be a wetsuit swim. I haven't really done much in the wetsuit, just turned out that way due to a couple of situations that I was going to use the wetsuit for. Thursday will be about an hour and a half easy ride, and then it'll be pack the bike up into the bag. We fly Friday morning, so we will arrive mid to late afternoon and do the drive to Busselton. So all the check-in activities will happen on Saturday, and then of course it's Judgment Day, game day, Sunday. So probably not feeling as good in the body as I have in the past in the race week. So I'm hoping over the next few days there's some good recovery, certainly from that knee area. And yeah, just be smart about what we're eating, and stick to the plan, review the plan for race day and contingency strategies. So if you'd like to see any of my information, Garmin data, or any other questions you might have, post a comment. And yes, so we are 6 days actually to go. So the work is done, and it's a case of just being smart as we lead into race day. So Busselton Ironman, here we come. Have a good week, and I will post the race report video as soon as possible after the race. So it might be Monday, might be Tuesday. Actually, probably won't be Tuesday because that's the travel back day. So all the best and have a good week.